Why are we so hard on Jezebel when there are other women in the Bible just as evil? Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. God bless you again, friend. Yes, we're going to talk about it. You know, there are a lot of myths out there about Jezebel, the spirit of witchcraft or a controlling spirit, a person who wants power and control. And whenever there are women who act like that in our churches or in our families or on our jobs, we refer to them as having the Jezebel spirit. But you know what? That may be true. You know, Jezebel was an evil queen. Yes, I've done a study on her. She was. But we act as if there are no other evil women in the Bible. They were just as deceitful and they were just as controlling and manipulative as Jezebel. And we're going to go over a few. So y'all mix it up sometime. Get off Jezebel a little bit and talk about some of these other women. Not only women, but sometimes the men can have Jezebel spirits too. So men, this is not a gender thing here. But the reason why I'm talking about women, because we always associate women who are controlling and manipulative to the Jezebel spirit. Okay, but men can have that spirit too. So we're going to talk about that too. But look at Delilah. I'm looking at my notes here. She was very manipulative. She was deceptive, right? You remember Samson and Delilah? Delilah conspired with the Philistine rulers so they could trap Samson. They wanted to know where Samson's strength lied. And Delilah, you know, that playing around, I guess they slept together, whatever. You know, eventually Delilah got to Samson, not really loving Samson, but had an agenda. And eventually Samson told Delilah where his strength lied. And then the Philistine, you know, was able to capture him, you know, cut his hair and everything, and was able to defeat Samson. But when Samson kept that a secret, and every time the Philistines came upon him, Samson defeated the Philistines to the point one day where he destroyed 3,000 of them with the jaw of an ass bone, the scriptures say. So yes, Delilah was very deceptive too. And here was another one in Genesis, and that came from Judges 16:5. And in Genesis 27:9, it referenced Rebekah. Yes, that's Jacob's mom. You remember Jacob was trying to steal the birthright from Esau. So Rebekah conspired with Jacob and say, this is how we're going to do it. Go out there and get something. I'm going to cook something for your father and give it to him, and, you know, put hair on your body and make him think you're Esau. And then, yes, Rebekah actually lied and conspired with her son so that she can help her son Jacob steal his brother's birthright. Yeah, Rebekah's other son, and trick Jacob's father, Isaac, which was Rebekah's husband. So you see the split there in the family. So Rebekah was a woman who was very deceptive and manipulative. Here's another, Gomer, Hosea's wife. I talked about that before. The prophet Hosea, he married a promiscuous woman. According to Hosea 1:2, she went out sleeping with everybody. That's selfish, right? When you're married, but you want your cake and eating it too, and eat it too, you go out and sleep with everyone. So Gomer was a not such an outstanding woman too. So we're talking about women who do not represent Proverbs 31. What about Potiphar's wife? Now this, to me, this is more dangerous than Jezebel. Y'all let me know in the comments section which situation you think is more dangerous. Potiphar's wife in Genesis 39:7. You remember Joseph was in there working for Potiphar, and Potiphar's wife saw him one day, because Potiphar, the Bible says Joseph was a handsome built, you know, good looking man, and Potiphar's wife just had to have Joseph. So she wanted to sleep with Joseph. Joseph's like, no, you know, I don't want to. You know, I'm working for your husband, blah, 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 and I want him to trust me. I'm just paraphrasing, and I can't do that. I can't sin against him and God. So he was an outstanding man, a man of integrity. So she saw him again, and she just couldn't take it. So she pulled him and pulled his coat off, and he ran and left his coat. And then she started screaming. Basically, he came in and wanted to have sex with me. And I screamed, here's this coat right here. Like he left his coat in there, but he left his coat because he ran from her. But because Joseph rejected her, she turned it around like he was coming in to sleep with her. Now, to me, that's the most dangerous situation because that can get somebody killed right there. So you see how spiteful and, how evil these other women are besides Jezebel. We know Jezebel's one, but these are some other women. These are in the Bible. I always say, if you want some drama, if you want some crazy stories, look in the Bible. They're in there. And here's another one. This is just to name a few. We have a few other women too that I can't put all of them in this upload, but I just wanted to give you an idea. There are more women who were evil and manipulative and controlling besides Jezebel. You remember Herod on his birthday, Herodias' daughter, some say her name was Salome. She wanted John the Baptist's head. Well, the mother of the little girl did. So she danced for King Herod at his birthday. I don't know if it was a birthday party or not, but I guess it was a birthday gift. This girl danced for that king. You hear me? It was in Matthew 14:8. And she danced, and the king's like, oh, God, she danced so much. Whatever you want, I give you whatever you want. You just say it because you are dancing. Kind of remind me of a dance in the strip club, when they give you a lap dance. And the reason why I'm saying it like that, because there was an evil agenda. So she danced and the king offered whatever you want. And the daughter consulted with her mother, and the mother, yes, the daughter and the mother said, ask for John the Baptist's head. Yeah, so she danced and she told the king, we want John the Baptist beheaded. So the king went and got John the Baptist and had his head cut off and brought his head on a platter and gave it to the girl that was dancing. Isn't that something? Now, the mother and the dancer, the girl, conspired and said they wanted John the Baptist. So there are some evil women that use their body and use sex and, for power and control just to get what they want. Now, I'm not going to leave the men out. This so-called Jezebel spirit or Delilah spirit or Gomer spirit or the Herodias daughter spirit, Potiphar wife spirit. This spirit also resides in men too. It doesn't discriminate. It's not based on gender. We have some men in the world who want what they want when they want and don't care who they hurt and harm to get it. I mean, just to name a few in scripture, remember Haman and Mordecai? Haman wanted Mordecai killed and the Jews killed, but it backfired on him. And there's another, you remember King Herod, he wanted Jesus killed. So he told the Magi, he said, tell me where Jesus is so I can go worship him too. He didn't want to worship him. He wanted to know where Jesus was so he could kill Jesus. So not only it were the women, but the men had an agenda too, and they were manipulative to get what they want. I mean, even let's go back to Rebecca. Remember Rebecca? Jacob tricked the father and stole the birthright. Yes, pretending to be Esau. So that was another man. Even in the womb, I did a video on, they were fighting. Jacob and Esau they were in their mom's womb, and Jacob was grabbing on Esau's heel. Yes, we have men and women who are manipulative. So let's span our conversation and let's go beyond Jezebel all that we talk about Jezebel all the time, and let's talk about these other women and men who are manipulative and who are seeking power and control and hurting others to get that. Do you know some people like that? Maybe on your job, in your family. Just want you to identify that's exactly what that is. Friend, leave me a comment. Thank you for joining me this morning on Morning Nuggets. I pray that this exhortation bless you this morning. In the meantime, in between time, be at peace and not in pieces. Till next time, my friend.